I wasn't either.
That would have been the best one too. You know that.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that would have been just terrible. We'd be like, yeah, we did.
Yeah,
it was
perfect
so perfect.
take. Oh, damn.
It was so perfect, you know. And then we'd
Okay.
blow it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, on 3. Hey, it's Mike Perry here at Mike'sTakeOnTheMovies.com, and I'm joined by
Kristina from Speakeasy.
from the Speakeasy.
I
There you
remember
go.
part of it this time.
Anyway, we're here to do a follow-up live take on film books that we loved referring to growing up, which helped fuel our passion for movies. And I guess I'm going to start it out
Go
this
ahead.
time.
Be my guest.
Okay, I want to start out with some books by Peter Bogdanovich called Who the Devil Made It and Who the Hell's in It. Bogdanovich was a student of film back in the 60s, which is very important because he got a chance to meet and interview directors that are no longer with us, guys like Alan Dwan, Howard Hawks, Sidney Lumet, Otto Preminger, von Sternberg. So these books are really handy for learning about those guys. And then he followed it up with Who the Hell's in It, with some of the actors that he met and worked with, like Karloff on Targets, Dietrich's in here. There's stuff on Bogart, Anthony Perkins, who he interviewed, Frank Sinatra, The Duke, Jimmy Stewart. So both of these volumes are really good, and I would highly recommend them.
Yep.
How about you?
Very well known. Okay, since we did well with the B movies last time, I picked another book on that subject, this second feature by John Cokie. This is another Citadel book. John Cokie you will find in a lot of dedications of other books, as he was a very well-known still collector, reference material collector. I corresponded with him a couple times myself when I was looking for stills for an article. He passed away this past year. He was a missing person for a while. Actually, I Googled him because I lost contact, but that's sad. But the book is very good. It goes by different B movies. It's organized by genre, and it gives his personal remembrances of really good movies, and as well as making of and whatever of interest of each one. Really good book.
Sounds
For
like one I could use.
Any B movie fan, and lots of stills from his personal collection as well.
That's cool. That's cool. Good volume. Growing up, Hammer films, I loved them. And eventually, McFarlane Press, who do a great job on film history books, put out a volume that I had to have on the history of Hammer films. Covers everything from their beginnings in the early 30s, when they even had Lugosi in a movie, believe it or not. And then, of course, the glory years with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. They're all covered here. A great encyclopedia to have on the history of Hammer films.
Great, I'm a Hammer fan too. Okay, here's another giant paperback. This is not a Citadel, but it does come out in a Citadel edition as well as a hardcover. If you're looking for it, you'll probably find like 4 different editions of it. This is a giant, heavy softcover called Those Glorious Glamour Years, mainly the 30s, and it's all about costume design. It has biographies of different costume designers, all their best work, of course, and then it's grouped by type of fashion. So you have movie fashion, daytime fashion, evening wear, lounge wear, etc., etc. Very nice, Those Glorious Glamour Years.
And leading ladies had a lot of costume changes back in those days, huh?
Oh yeah.
Next for me is probably the biggest purchase I made years ago when I was really getting into films was in a magazine. I'd seen an ad for an encyclopedia set called The Motion Picture Guide. My mother thought I was an idiot, but I saved up a lot of money and got a 10-volume set plus an index, which is important to you.
Very.
And they're really just like literally a big dictionary of films, but they covered practically any movie that I could learn about or come up with. The title, it was in here. And what was nice is, letter A and B, volume 1, etc., etc. But there was a 10th volume, which was important because I didn't know a lot about silent films and really couldn't find out much about them. So there is, volume 10 is actually dedicated to silent film, strictly silent films. And the book's covered up to 1986, I guess is about when I bought them years ago. And so very important to me.
I remember seeing ads for those.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of index, here's a book that I love, Duty, Honor, and Applause, and it drives me bananas because there's hundreds, if not maybe even 2,000 people mentioned in here, and there's no index to find them. But anyway, it's a fantastic book. It's all about America's entertainers in World War II, and it covers everybody in order of as the war unfolded, everybody, how they served, how they entertained if they couldn't serve in the military. It really talks about everybody from Bronson to Lee Marvin to Buddy Ebsen, you name it, they're in here, and it's fantastic. The research is amazing. Yes, my only complaint is it really needs an index, but it's a fabulous book for anybody who's interested in entertainers in World War II.
Yeah, because a lot of actors, they gave up their career for a few years and
Yeah.
went overseas, and
That's
some of them,
right.
of course, became famous in the 50s that already served.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
right.
So
So
that's our topic for the day on film books. Once again, I'm Mike Perry at mikestakeonthemovies.com, and you are.
I'm Kristina from Speakeasy,
So thanks for joining us.
and it's a wrap.
Cut. See, there you go.
Looks
So
good.
you know, and once again, like I told you, if I'm going to be in a video with you, like Alan Ladd, I got to be just a little bit taller. Now I can step off because we're no
Step
longer
off the apple
There you
crate.
go. Exactly. So let's head out and press stop.